Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where I just restarted the game and it doesn't seem to have helped. What's going on here? Is it just that it's so slow to rotate? Yeah, it's just that it's so slow to rotate. Gotcha. Okay, well. Never mind, I didn't need to restart the game. I thought that MechJeb wasn't actually doing anything, but MechJeb just thought it couldn't rotate. Okay, well let's go ahead and get this in the correct location. I'm going to turn off RCS. And freeze rotation. There we go. Now it's going to warp a little bit. Excellent. And off we go. We are on our way to Eve with this rover. I don't think I ever actually said that. So that's what we're doing. We are going to go land on Eve with a rover. We have a enormous heat shield here and several parachutes. So hopefully we'll be able to land this thing. I've never successfully landed a rover on Eve before. I have attempted it. It did not go well. But I didn't try to use parachutes for that. I tried to use just a powered landing and the giant heat shield. So hopefully this one will be able to go just fine. Now, as far as this goes, I do want to go ahead and get these radiators radiating basically immediately, just to be on the safe side. Okay, are we escaping? Yes, we are. Fantastic. Go ahead and get out there. And off we go. Oh hey, in-space highs. We should stop our auto warps. Gravity scans. Gravity scans. Requires a powered vessel to operate. Oh. Wasn't that intriguing? We're not currently powered. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and warp, and hopefully we'll get some power here soon. We do have solar panels, but they aren't currently operating. So I guess we'll have to just go ahead and warp this manually. Can we throttle this up? We actually can't, because we have no power. So, how do we no longer have an escape? What I want to know. Let's go ahead and warp about 4 days ahead. With any luck, I mean, we are getting light on the solar panels. They're just not, you know, functioning. Well, I mean, it would have been fine, though, if this hadn't have happened. I don't know how we apparently lost... Because I didn't have RCS on after we finished the maneuver, right? So it shouldn't have done anything with our orbit. So I think what I'm going to do is something that I really hate doing. But I'm going to do it. Okay. Let's pull open the cheat menu. Let's check infinite electricity for now. And all I'm going to do is rotate after I physics warp up a bit and turn on RCS. Okay. Keep doing this for a little bit. Actually, undo infinite electricity. And then I'm just going to pitch up a little bit. Actually, I need to have infinite electricity on to pitch up. Let's just kill our rotation for right now. And let's just go this way. Just ever so slightly. There. About like that. That should eventually solve the problem. And then we'll just head to prograde. Okay, our electric charge is not great, to be sure. And now it's charging. Now it's not. Okay. I mean, this is pushing us the correct direction. Okay. We're actually good. We got our escape. Excellent. Let's go ahead and warp. And I just want to double check that infinite electricity is off. Yes, it is. Fantastic. Okay, let's go ahead and transmit this gravity scan. And this gravity scan. And this gravity scan. And this gravity scan. And this gravity scan. Go ahead and physics warp up a bit, so that our transmissions go a lot faster. We're out of power, but that's to be expected. It'll come back up. Okay. We're over the shores. We require a bit more power, I suspect, to do this. We're over the water now, though. So our solar panels are now working. Mostly. They are, of course, not anticipated to be going this direction, and in retrospect, I probably should have put them on, like, differing sides or something, but, I mean, it's fine. Let's just go ahead and regular warp up for now. Not physics warp. Not physics warp. Regular warp. There we go. We're still in the Kerbal system right now. Okay. Oop. We missed Highlands there. Go ahead and stop time warp at this point. Oop, Highlands. Why can't we gravity scan? Log gravity data. Yeah, do it. Transmit. Excellent. There we go. That got us some science. Grasslands, that's fine. Islands, that's fine. Mountains, that's fine. Water, that's fine. We've already gotten that. Okay, high over the sun. Transmit that. Excellent. There we go. Now, we have officially escaped. We need to set Eve as our target. At the ascending node, I'm going to go ahead and match planes. So we need to go in this direction. About like that. Go ahead and execute that node. Fantastic. And we shouldn't, theoretically, have any issues with that. Other than the fact that we had a very, very hard time turning this thing. There we go. Good enough right now. There. And we shouldn't have any problem whatsoever as far as power goes, as long as we're sitting like this. No problem whatsoever. We've got 44 seconds left here, so this main stage is going to be useful for a while longer. We're going to get this burn done, and this will start our Homan transfer. But that's still, you know, another month away. Why are we sitting at 825 out of 925? There we go. That's better. So I don't really like the position of these photovoltaic panels. In fact, I rather hate them. We're going to revamp this, for sure. I mean, this is probably the only one of this model that we're going to be landing on anything, because I think all of the other atmospheres are too thin to really pull this off, except for maybe Lathe? Or some of the moons of Jewel. I'll have to do some research on that, though. There we go. Got that good to go. Excellent. Now, we just want to do a Hohmann transfer to target. Not an intercept target, but a Hohmann transfer. Let's see what exactly that did, shall we? This is not bad. I like this orbit. Execute that. Only 800 meters per second, too. Okay, well, let's start heading that way. There we go. Go ahead and physics warp this up while we're turning. We're going to start turning substantially faster. But this first stage here is actually going to get us most of the way through this burn. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and warp up here so that we can kill that velocity there. Then come on over here. There we go. Now that we're actually moving. Kill this velocity right about now. Excellent. Okay, so now we have about a year in order to wait for our Hohmann transfer. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. And we're almost halfway through it already. So as far as landing on Eve goes, I really, really like this orbit, actually. This is a pretty nice one. We just might want to change the inclination, make it a bit more equatorial. That won't be too bad, though. We've got lots of delta V to work with. Just tons of delta V. So yeah, I mean, this won't be too bad. Now, I can't remember if the water... I have this vague memory of the water on Eve being really, really shallow. Also not water, but really, really shallow. I have no idea if that's correct or not. We're going to be targeting land. We're going to try to land on land. We also are about to do this burn. It's going to only be a 32-second burn with this big old mainsail engine. And actually, it's going to do like 95% of this Hohmann transfer. So we're going to finish it off with our nuclear engine, and then we are also going to do our braking and our velocity kill and some of our upper atmosphere maneuverings. Actually, I just thought of something. I need to check where Eve's atmosphere starts. Because I don't actually know that. Eve's atmosphere begins at 96,708.6 meters. Okay, so we will be above it. That's fine. That's all I needed to know. Because we're going to be coming in at 150 meters. Okay, anytime you want to start this burn here, MechJeb. There we go. It just doesn't like not having as much turn control as this thing has. Like, this has less turn control than the normal model, because that normally has an SAS up here. But this model does not. Which is another potential weakness of this model, but this is the only version of this model that we're going to be flying, most likely. 2, 1, bam. Okay, nuclear engine takes over. Now we have a lot of delta V in this thing. And I mean a lot. Like, this is a crazy amount of delta V. 2, 1. How are we doing over here? we are in a good enough position. We're going to go ahead and add a brake here. Brake maneuver. And we're just going to move it on down to be, you know, roughly circular. Right about here. Yep, that's good. Execute that node. Okay, and we should be able to turn substantially faster now, or... I know what the problem is. I know why MechJeb isn't doing this. We actually don't have any turn control outside of our monopropellant. That's the core issue. Okay, well, what did that actually do to our orbit, I wonder? Not much. So yeah, this thing just doesn't have a reaction wheel at all. That's what the issue is. Also, I'm a bit confused about what's causing the electric charge to just wildly fluctuate like that. That's a bit weird. Considering we have, like, pure, unrestricted photovoltaic access. Well, that's weird. It thinks it's being blocked by the rovemate? I don't know. What I do know is that this communitron is actually blocking it. Let's go ahead and do a gravity scan and transmit that. There we go. Peaks. Let's transmit that. Islands. Let's transmit that. Let's see, that's peaks again. Lowlands. Transmit that. Midlands. Transmit that. Yeah, this is lowlands again. Go ahead and transmit. That'll be fine. Islands. We've already got highlands, so that's fine. We can continue auto-warping. Midlands, that's fine. We can continue auto-warping. Islands, Midlands, yep. Where is Eve? I don't actually know where we are in relation to Eve. We're quite a ways away. This maneuver is no longer accurate. So let's go ahead and do a new braking maneuver. Right about there. Excellent. We'll execute that node. And then we'll just turn on RCS really briefly. And we'll physics warp. There we go. And then time warp. Excellent. And now we'll get much, much closer. Midlands, that's fine. Islands, that's fine. In fact, let's turn off time warp stoppage for now. Eastern Sea, oh boy. Crater Lake. Yep, we need that. Hey look, we no longer have power, even though these things are blocked by the rovemate, but they're not. Most of these have power, or have sunlight. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Well, let's go ahead and turn off the auto warp. There we go. We'll be able to get most of these as we orbit around it the first time. And now we've got electric charge coming back-ish. And now it's going away. We are at 1x time warp for some reason. Presumably because it wants to do that. Oh, it wanted to burn, actually. That makes sense. Okay. Let's have RCS on for this. There we go. I don't think this thing has any gimbaling, so... Yeah, this is definitely a weakness of this, but we have enough monopropellant to make this work. I think. I think. Okay, let's, we have an alternator on that thing, so let's go ahead and review our data here and transmit this. Here we go. And then over the Explodium C, We'll transmit that. We are burning through our monopropellant a bit, but that's fine. Oh, hey, in space near. Temperature scan. Transmit. Atmospheric pressure scan. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and transmit it. Atmospheric pressure scan. Transmit. Mystery goo observation. We're not going to transmit here, actually. Gravity scan. We will transmit. We're going to save the mystery goo observation until we hit the planet. Okay, we're going to go ahead and keep doing gravity scans in all of these locations. Peaks. There we go. Did we not transmit one? Come on, Gravioli. Okay. Transmit this. You'll be fine. Okay. Transmit that. Excellent. Transmit this. I know that's going to cause some issues. That's fine. We are drifting really, really far here. But it looks like it's doing it correctly-ish. Correctly-ish. Okay. Gravioli detector. Did you not transmit again? Go ahead and transmit. You'll be fine. Are we not set to... We are not set to require complete. It's a little weird. Well, let's go ahead and do another gravity scan and transmit that. Okay. Let's do another gravity scan. Transmit that. Okay. RCS off. So we are kind of recovering our electric charge. So let's go ahead and warp around as it is right now. See, that's requiring electric charge, but we're not getting any. So let's go ahead and pitch this guy a little bit this way. So that way we can position ourselves to where we're much, much more likely to get electric charge. About like... well, that was good. There. About like that. That's a good position. Gravity scan. Transmit. Excellent. There we go. And now we do want time warp to be stopped. And we'll go ahead and warp on up. Islands is fine. Midlands, we're fine. Why are you not clearing? That's what I want to know. We already got this. So go ahead and reset it. There. Explodium C, we're fine. Lowlands, we're fine. Midlands, yep, that's all good. Crater Lake. Lowlands. Eastern Sea. We haven't gotten the Eastern Sea. Excellent. There we go. Islands. I think we're good now. Oh, no. There is a peaks there that we have for just a very brief amount of time. So let's go get the peaks. Lowlands. Yeah, that's the Explodium Sea. Peaks. Got it. Excellent. Okay. Now I think we're good. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here, and next episode, we'll be trying to figure out where exactly we want to land on this monster. See you all then.